Welcome to the Metals Investment Forum. First time in person in beautiful Vancouver. I have here Infinitum Copper CEO, Steve Robertson. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, Chen.
Yeah, Infinitum is a brand new company going to be listed very soon in a few weeks. Can you tell us about the story?
Sure. Yeah, it is, as you say, a brand new story. I think that one of the developing things in our business is there's a lack of good copper exploration plays out there. And this is something that was recognized by the guys at EMC Capital, Emerging Markets Capital in Hong Kong. Jorge Ramiro Monroy approached me and said, we've got an option on a good copper exploration project. We need somebody to come in and be the CEO of the company. Would you like to join us? And actually, the introduction was done by Peter McGaw, who we both know.
Yeah, well known.
Yes, so Peter and I have worked together since 1997, and we've worked on a few different projects together, and very excited to be working with him again on this one. So we've got a good project in Adelita down in Sonora State in Mexico, and as you mentioned, we're going to be trading hopefully within a month.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So can you describe a little bit more about the project, what type of deposit it is, and what kind of historical drill result they have, and then what do you expect to see going forward?
Yeah, well, you won't be surprised to hear if Peter's involved, it's a carbonate replacement deposit. Yeah. So this is his specialty, of course, and we've got a nice polyphase intrusive on the property that is typically needed to be able to drive the mineralization and all the CRD deposits around it. One of those deposits was next door to us. The Alamo Dorado mine was a silver mine that was mined out in 2017. That was part of this system. But we control the rest of the district on our 6,500 hectare property. And we've got several showings there. The main focus of exploration activity in the past has been on the Cerro Grande skarn. So it's a high-grade copper skarn, and it has only seen limited amounts of exploration. I mean, in total, the property has less than 7,500 meters of drilling on it historically. So very surprising considering that it was sitting next to an operating mine, but it was controlled by Minorum, and Minorum Gold is a company that's actively doing exploration about 50 kilometers to the west of us, and they've had a lot of success there, and so they've been distracted and not able to turn their attention to this property. So it's preserved the opportunity for us to now come in and do a great job of exploration from the ground up. We've secured a wonderful team, a couple of geologists that are leading the charge there, both born and raised in Sonora, so they know the area well. One of them has been working with Peter for 30 years, so he's had an excellent mentor there. And yeah, so we've set ourselves up very well for success.
Well, excellent. You have very strong technical background. How about capital structure and how much insider ownership of this project?
Yeah, well, we've got, as you could well imagine, a fairly tight ownership right now as we go public. 38 million shares is what we'll have outstanding when we're finished with our go public process. We're doing an RTO on a shell, by the way. And yeah, the insiders own 25% of the company. So we've got good insider ownership. The stock is in good hands as we go public, and I think that that's very important. In a lot of these companies, you have to make sure that you've got good capital structure as you get started.
Excellent. So what's the approximate market cap when you're coming out of the gate?
Yeah, we raised some money privately. The last raise that we did was at 40 cents, so we expect to go public at 40 cents, and that'll give us a market cap of about $15 million.
$15 million for this potentially world-class copper deposit.
Yes.
Oh, that's tell you about the upside of this project.
Absolutely.
So what kind of catalyst would the new investor see when you're coming out of gate, hopefully in a few weeks?
Yeah, well, with this project, it's a really unique opportunity for us because there are so many exploration targets. I mean, we've got a lot of low-hanging fruit, as I describe it. We're going to have to be very disciplined to make sure that we maintain our focus on what it is that we want to explore first, because there are so many targets that we could go further afield and start to chase some of the lower priority targets. But we will definitely be focused on expanding the copper skarn and trying to build the tonnage there so that we've got something that could potentially be economic. So that's where we'll start. We'll probably start drilling in January of 2022, and so the results will come out after that. So we expect to have a nice news flow over the first 6 months of trading.
Wow, excellent, excellent. So from your company perspective, right, you have a very tight share structure, as I'm understanding. Inside own 25%,
Yeah.
and then when they start trading, hopefully we'll see some bump in the market cap.
Yeah, well, I think there's going to be a lot of interest in our company. I mean, there's not a lot of good copper exploration plays out there, and we want to be the one that people are talking about around the water cooler. Everybody's going to want to hear what Infinitum Copper is up to and what sort of results are rolling out. So I'm very excited about the opportunity to get trading.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Well, we come at a very good time. This copper price is very high, between $4 to almost $5 recently. So, and as we go into the uh, decarbonization, we have a lot more copper demand coming. So, what do you see about the copper demand going into next year and beyond?
Yeah, I've been working in the copper exploration business for virtually my whole career, and I see the fundamentals being as good now as they ever have been. The demand, it just continues to grow year over year, and the demand is strong right now, and supply continues to be constrained. So constrained supply and increasing demand, that makes for a good market going forward, and I think it's one that's going to be sustainable.
Oh, excellent. So from your company perspective, do you plan to explore and define the resource and maybe sell to the higher bidder, or do you plan to bring that into production one day?
Well, one of the nice things about exploring a copper skarn, they're small, high-grade deposits, and it gives us the optionality that if we want to develop it and operate it ourselves, we can. Obviously, we're going to be viewing ourselves from the shareholder perspective, looking out for the best interests of our shareholders, and if the right offer comes along, we will certainly consider that. But I worked 24 years with Imperial Metals, been involved in some mine development, and I think I can build a good mine development team. And if that's the route that makes the most sense for the company, we can do that.
Oh, excellent. Do you have any final words for potential new investor in the IPO?
No, I just hope that everybody's excited as you and I are, Chen, about the fact that Infinitum Copper is going to be trading, and we're going to, the shackles will be off, and we can get the drills going and find out where the mineralization at the Cerro Grande zone goes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good luck with your IPO.
Thank you, Chen.